Welcome to Furniture Industry News. Today's date is Monday, December 29th, 2025, and I'm glad you're tuning in for the latest updates that matter to professionals in our world of furniture, home decor, supply chains, and the broader housing market. As we wrap up this year and look toward 2026, there are a number of trends and signals worth unpacking that could shape strategy, demand, and decision-making in the months ahead. Let's walk through the key developments in consumer spending, home decor sales, logistics and supply chain costs, and housing market activity that all intersect with furniture industry performance. First off, holiday retail spending data from this season shows that overall sales were up modestly compared with last year, reflecting a cautious but stable consumer. According to the latest Visa Retail Spend Monitor, total holiday retail spending grew about 4.2% year over year. That growth was not adjusted for inflation, but it signals ongoing consumer interest in buying this season, even with a somewhat cautious backdrop. Importantly for home furnishings, sales in furniture and home furnishing categories did rise, albeit modestly, reflecting steady seasonal demand. In this spending mix, in-store purchases continued to drive the majority of holiday retail activity, capturing 73% of payment volume, while online retail spending expanded more rapidly, rising nearly 8% thanks to early promotions and shopping convenience. Electronics and apparel saw stronger growth, but furniture and home decor still registered positive movement amidst competitive categories. Turning to the home decor and furniture side specifically, Furniture Today's reporting indicates that sales in the holiday home decor space finished on par with last year. This suggests that while furniture and decor purchases held steady, they did not accelerate dramatically in this holiday cycle. Furniture and home furnishing sales reflected that consistent demand pattern, even as other categories like electronics and clothing climbed more quickly. Shifting gears to the supply chain and logistics landscape, there's some subtle change afoot as we enter the new year. Global container spot rates, a key cost indicator for ocean freight, edged slightly higher, continuing a multi-week trend of modest increases. While rates on major trans-Pacific routes were relatively stable, Asia to Europe routes saw modest upticks. This likely reflects seasonal demand patterns and early bookings ahead of Lunar New Year peak shipping, which can impact inventory planning and landed cost for furniture manufacturers and importers. Meanwhile, in the housing market, which we know is tightly tied to furniture demand, there are some encouraging signs. According to National Association of Realtors data reported by Furniture Today, pending home sales in November climbed both month over month and year over year, with increases across the Northeast, Midwest, South, and West. Pending sales are a forward-looking indicator. Contracts signed now often translate into closings in the next 1 to 2 months. And this uptick suggests housing market momentum that could benefit furniture and decor retailers as buyers settle into new homes. It's worth noting how consumer movement patterns tie into this housing story. Analysis of relocation trends this year showed that being closer to family was the most common motivation for moving, followed by job relocation and retirement. While cost of living concerns played a smaller role than in previous years, states in the South and Pacific Northwest emerged as attractive inbound markets, reflecting broader lifestyle and affordability decisions influencing where people choose to live and, by extension, where furniture demand may be growing. Taken together, these signals suggest a housing market that isn't roaring back with high velocity, but one that is finding pockets of strength that could translate into furniture demand, especially if buyers feel confident enough to invest in their living spaces once contracts move to closing. Now, if we look at the macro consumer picture, even outside furniture spending, the narrative has been one of balance and caution. Retail data from Visa and MasterCard across the holiday showed consumers using promotions and early shopping to stretch budgets, reflecting inflationary pressures and a desire for value in big-ticket categories. In-store sales still played a dominant role, but e-commerce continued its steady climb as convenience and digital discovery influenced buying behavior. For furniture retailers and manufacturers, this blended retail landscape means paying attention to both digital engagement and brick-and-mortar experience. Consumers continue to value the ability to see and touch large items in person, but online channels are clearly an essential part of the shopping journey, especially with the ongoing trend toward research and price comparison before purchase. Looking ahead, the combination of a housing market showing signs of improvement, steady home decor sales, and manageable logistics cost pressures suggests that furniture and home furnishings businesses have room to strategize for growth in 2026. The challenge will be balancing inventory, marketing to both digital and in-store shoppers, and staying attuned to broader economic signals like mortgage rates and consumer confidence, all of which play into purchase decisions for larger items like furniture. For professionals in this industry, these are the trends you'll want to watch as we move deeper into the new year. Understanding not just seasonality, but the underlying shifts in where people live, how they spend, and how products are delivered is key to staying competitive and agile. That's all for today's update. Thanks for listening, and if you found this information useful, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future episodes of Furniture Industry News.